Throw your 6'6" and 6'7" builds out the window because 6'8" demigods are officially back. This 6'8" point guard build gets a 90 driving dunk, which means you get contact dunks and gold precision dunker. Gets an 85 ball handle, which means you have the highest ball handling rating possible and allows you to equip the best dribble moves a build this tall can get. Gets a 93 perimeter defense, which means you unlock gold clamps and can be your very own lockdown defender. And on top of all that, gets a maxed out strength, so you can compete with centers in the paint and slashers trying to put you on a highlight reel while still being able to keep up with small guards trying to outspeed you thanks to your 93 perimeter defense and gold clamps. My 6'8" enthusiasts out there, we gonna have a fun year. What's good, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod grinding, and what can I say? We did it again, y'all. Not only am I hooking y'all up with the best ISO build in the entire game, tomorrow I'm also gonna show y'all the best small guard builds, the best pure lockdown builds, and then I'm gonna drop a video fully breaking down why this build I'm about to show you is 10 times better than a 6'6" ISO build. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that, make sure to sub with notifications on. And again, the second y'all get 3K likes on this video, I gotta drop another goated build. So make sure to do y'all's thing and drop a like. Now we got a my player builder to completely dominate. Let's get into this. Now before we even get into the build, I seen in my builder breakdown video that there is still a lot of confusion on when you should want strength on your build. So real quick, I'm gonna explain it to y'all in a real simple way because I want y'all to fully understand what you're making. If you make any type of slasher, lockdown, or center build this year, you will 100% be upgrading your strength. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The badges tied with strength this year are just too important for these type of builds. Now on the opposite side, if you make a build that is 6'6" or shorter, you will never upgrade your strength. Literally never. If you're making a 6'6" or shorter build, pretend the rating don't even exist. And I swear, if I see a single comment talking about what if I make a 6'6" locks or a 6'6" slasher, do not make no garbage build, especially when I'm right here helping you. That's just straight up disrespectful. And finally, if you're making a 6'7" ISO build, just delete the entire build right now. And if you want to know why, make sure to check out my builder breakdown video because I explain it in depth. But the Cliff Notes version 6'7" ISO builds are just awkwardly stuck in the middle of better builds. If you want an offensive powerhouse build with a 92 ball handle, you make a 6'6". And if you want an all-around demigod with mad strength and defense, you make a 6'8". There will never be a time you want to make a 6'7" ISO build. But do not confuse that with a 6'7" pure lock, because 6'7" pure locks and 6'8" pure locks are goated. But I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. Okay, now that we cleared that up, let's get into the build. Alright y'all, so obviously the build is going to be a point guard 6'8", 221 pounds, and a massive 7'6" wingspan. Do you believe me now when I said that you could be your own ISO build and your very own lockdown defender? This height and wingspan is literally one of the meta lockdown builds going around right now, and you're about to get it on a 6'8" build that can ISO. Now the first thing you're going to want to upgrade is your driving dunk to a 90, and that's because the minimum requirement you need for contact dunks this year is an 89 driving dunk and a 78 vertical. And that's not because that's what it takes to get posterizer. As you can see, we already have posterizer on silver. The reason those are the limitations for contact dunks is because the minimum requirement to equip contact dunk packages in NBA 2K24 is an 89 driving dunk and a 78 vertical. Okay, granted, so the attribute cap for contact dunks is 89. Why are we going 90? And that's because of this gold badge right here. Precision Dunker improves a player's ability to make skill dunks. What that means is that it will increase your green window when going for dunk meter dunks. And if y'all play 2K23, you know that to get posterizers consistently, you have to be going for dunk meter dunks. So this badge will help drastically when you're trying to put someone in their place and put them on the ground. As well as silver posterizer, silver slithery finisher, gold aerial wizard, gold bunny, and for my finesse players out there, Hall of Fame, spin cycle, and two-step. And don't worry y'all, we're just getting started. The next thing you're gonna want to upgrade is an 85 ball handling. For those of y'all that don't know, no matter what you do, the absolute highest ball handling rating you can get with a 6'8" is an 85 ball handling. It's not affected by weight, it's not affected by wingspan. You cannot do anything to change this max rating. rating. If you go 6'8", the highest ball handling you can get is an 85. And that 85 still gives you gold ankle breaker Hall of Fame physical handles because your strength is so high, which means them lockdown defenders that are going to be trying to press you, you're just going to be pushing them right back and acting like you completely unbothered, as well as silver handles for days, silver speed booster, and silver blowback. Now this is where people start to debate that 6'6s might actually be better, and I'm not really trying to get into it because I just spent 10 minutes on my My Player Builder breakdown video talking about this, so if you want to see my full debate, make sure to go check that out. But I'm gonna do the short version of the debate and end it right here. On this 6'8", max wingspan, max strength build that gets a 90 driving dunk and an 85 ball handling, you also get a 93 perimeter defense with a high enough strength where you not only get gold clamps and gold challenger, but you also get the gold 94 feet badge, which if y'all don't know, basically lets you harass ball handlers all the way up and down the court. And with a nearly maxed out stamina, trust me, they will not be seeing the end of me. I will be following them around till the end of time. So not only do your ratings look crazy on this build, your badges are insane as well. And it just keeps getting better. On top of the 93 perimeter defense that makes you a pseudo lockdown, even though with this build you're going to be the main offense of your team as well, you also get an 85 steal, which gives you silver glove, silver interceptor, and the new badge, silver right stick ripper. And for those of y'all that don't know, right stick ripper and glove stack on top of each other. So if you use your right stick, you're going to get the boost for right stick ripper, and then you're going to get the boost for glove as well as your rating. So now you can ISO, get contact dunks, clamp anybody, and if you feel like it, you could just rip the ball from whenever you want. Yeah, no, y'all are right, 6'6s are way better. And if it wasn't already overpowered enough, you also get an 81 speed with a 6'8", 7'6" wingspan build. I don't think you'll understand how many lanes you're gonna be in with this tall, lengthy build. Pause. Now, I will say the one mistake I made on this build is not messing with the weight a little bit more so I could get a 99 stamina and unlock Hall of Fame 94 feet and Hall of Fame workhorse. So when the game comes out, I'm gonna mess around with it and find a way to get 99 stamina on top of all of these attributes, and then we're really gonna be cooking, because I'm not gonna lie, this is looking like my day one build. Now, I will say that might change based on if the animations we can unlock on this build are actually fast. A lot of people were being like, 85 ball handling, you might not get good dribble moves. I looked at the animation sheet that they gave us for Community Day, and like 80% of all the ball handling animations were gate kept by 85 or lower ball handling. To put it in perspective, the highest ball handling requirement on the entire sheet was 95, and that's Steve Francis' signature style. That is the literal peak ball handling gatekeeping requirement. After that, it goes Steph Curry at 92, and then basically the only dribble moves you're missing out on from then on are ones that are gate kept at 88, like Kobe Bryant's. Now, they did tell us that those are subject to change, but that also means that they could lower the requirements as well. My thing is, with all the dribblers we have in the community and the fact that we're allowed to get basic spin 1 on every single build, I just don't see how a build with this good of attributes and this many good badges will not be meta in NBA 2K24. And let's even say that it's not meta. There's no way that this build won't at least be viable. My prediction, and y'all can hold me to this, is that 6'8" will at least be meta on the 2s court. The lineups will either be 2 6'8" builds or a 6'8" and a popper. Hold me to it, I'm telling y'all, a build this tall, a build this long, has this good a defense, and still gets an 85 ball handling rating with maxed out strength, there's no way it does not put in work on the 2s court. They'd have to make speed boosters silver and make you move like a snail for this build not to be goated. Now, real quick, I want to talk about some of the concerns you might have about this build so I can ease your mind, and then I'm gonna quickly show y'all what a 6'8" build with no strength looks like so you'll understand why you should always put your strength up on a 6'8" build. So the first concern I could see y'all typing in the comments, especially if you're used to 2K23's builder, is will I be able to shoot with a 78 3-point rating? And the answer is just flat out yes. Mike Wayne confirmed that if you're any good at the game, you will be able to shoot consistently with a 75. And on top of that, I'm joining the Elite Affiliation, and if y'all don't know, Elite Affiliation gets a boost in shooting in defense. Now let's say it's a modest boost. Let's just say it's a +5 boost. That means my stats will now be a 98 perimeter defense, a 90 steal, an 85 block, and an 83 3. If you can't dominate with that build, you're just not good at 2K, which is fine. I'll help you get better. But I'm just saying, this build will be dominant. And then one thing that I could see people saying is, why is your mid-range so slow? Bro, I'm not taking no middies. I have a 90 driving dunk. Why would I upgrade my midi and waste attribute points? I know you haven't gotten your hands on the builder, but you'll learn real quick. You have to sacrifice something in this builder. So if I'm sacrificing anything, it is gonna be my mid-range. The only time I'd upgrade my mid-range really heavily is on like a 6'6" build so I could get gold shooting badges. But on this build, I won't need it because I'm gonna be such a threat in the paint and my dribble moves that they're gonna have to sag off and leave me open. And y'all know in past years, I shoot like an average 65% from 3. If you leave me open, I am knocking it down. Now, real quick before we end this off, I also tried to make a 6'8" with no strength, and it's just not worth it. What do you get? You get +3 on speed, you get +3 on acceleration, and you get a 95 perimeter defense instead of a 93. Which, by the way, all 95 does is give you Hall of Fame Challenger. The reason I have Hall of Fame 94 feet and Hall of Fame Workhorse on this build is because I got a 99 stamina, which I will be doing on my other build. Other than that, there's no strengths. I even have an 89 driving dunk on this build because I messed up, and it's just not worth it to give up strength and get bullied every single park game for 2 points on your perimeter defense and 3 points on speed. I'm telling you, if you make a 6'8", put your strength up. No matter what build you make, an ISO build, a lock, a slasher, if you make a 6'8", put your strength up. If you make a 6'7" lock, put your strength up. If you make a 6'7" ISO build, uninstall the game. You are trolling. But anyways, y'all, this is most likely gonna be my day 1 6'8" ISO build. Now, on day 1, I'm gonna be making 4 builds: a small guard build, a 6'8", a 6'6", and a lockdown. So trust me when I say I have a ton of build videos to drop. I'm gonna walk y'all through every single one. So make sure y'all sub with notifications on, drop a like if you're new. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and as always, keep grinding.
Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while they steady be taunting. Ballin', 2K we never be falling. Rachel she never be calling. Still hitting shots while